Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of coordinate plane review. First things first, we have to identify quadrants. Our first quadrant, quadrant 1, is right up here. Positive x-axis, positive y-axis. This area here is my first quadrant. Quadrant 2 is my negative x-axis and positive y-axis. We use Roman numeral 2, quadrant 2. Quadrant 3 is the bottom left, negative in the x, negative in the y. This represents quadrant 3. And quadrant 4 is positive in the x, negative in the y. Roman numerals still. X-axis is my horizontal axis. We know it's horizontal because it goes along the horizon. The y-axis is my vertical axis. Now, when we're naming points, always keep in mind your x-coordinate is listed first, your y-coordinate is listed second. Also, and as important, we always write coordinates with parentheses. You must use parentheses. Okay, number 1, we want to plot the point B at 4, -7. That means our x-coordinate will be a positive 4, our y-coordinate a -7. We always start at the origin, 0, 0. We go 4 in our x direction, and -7 in my y direction puts me here. I plot my point and label it. Always label the point. Point L is at -8 in your x direction, -1 in your y direction. So it starts left 8, that's our -8. Down 1 is our -1. I label it L. And U is at 0, 6. These can be the trickiest ones. When x is 0, that means I don't go anywhere left and right. So I don't go left or right at all, I stay right here. In this case, y is +6. The second number is your y. That always tells you how much you move up and down. It's positive, so I'll go up 6. And I'll plot the point and label it U. Alright, the next 4 problems, the points are on our coordinate plane, and we're just looking to put down the ordered pair that represents each point and list what quadrant it is in. Keep in mind we need these parentheses. If you don't use parentheses, it's not 100%. So make sure you put parentheses, and then you separate your x and y coordinates with a comma. It's easiest, I think, sometimes to just write that in right away. So we know our ordered pairs are all going to look like this. Now I'm just looking for the numbers to fill it in. So I find point W on my coordinate plane. It's right here. If I started at the origin, in order to get there, I'm at -4 in my x direction. So -4 is listed first. But I'm at +5 in my y direction. +5 is listed second. We see that that's in the top left here. That's my second quadrant. So when it says Q, I will use the Roman numeral 2 for quadrant 2. Go ahead and press pause, try to fill in points T, H, and S, and when you come back, we'll have them all done. And there we go. The point T is at 8 in your x, 3 in your y. H is -9 in your x, -10 in your y, and S is 3 in your x but 0 in your y because it's right on the x-axis. Our quadrants, point T is in the top right, that's quadrant 1. Point H is in the bottom left, that's quadrant 3. The tricky one here is point S. It's not actually in a quadrant. Since it's on one of our axes, the axes are not considered in the quadrant. So if it lies on this x-axis, we would just label that. It's not in a quadrant, we would say x-axis. And similarly for point U, I wouldn't say that that's in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. We'd say that that's on the y-axis. The last thing we want to look at is be able to identify whether these points could represent a function. So keep in mind, for a function, this relationship would have to have every x has only one y. And if I look, H is at -9. There's no other points at -9. There's only one point at -8. There's nothing at -7, -6, or -5. There's only one at -4. Then there's nothing, nothing, nothing. There's one at 0, nothing, nothing. 1 at 3, 1 at 4, nothing at 5, nothing at 6, nothing at 7, there's 1 at 8, nothing at 9, nothing at 10. This could represent a function because it doesn't have any point that overlaps at an x coordinate. So yes, this could form a function. To show what something that could possibly not be a function, we would need to have a point somewhere else on here, let's say up here at the point 4, 9. This would not be a function because it would have 2 points at 4 on your x-axis. It's no longer a function if that happens. Since that doesn't occur, we do have a function.